Good evening, friends. As I continue my Sunday evening message on sanatana dharma, the Mahabharata, the retelling of the epic, a meticulous condensation becomes imperative because a task demanding precision to preserve the seamless tapestry of events from its genesis to the denouement. Much akin to the Ramayana, the Mahabharata introduces us to venerable characters like Bhishma, Yudhishthira, Krishna, et al., and whose messages and deeds stand as a sagacious beacons, casting an illuminating glow on the life's ethical dichotomies, transcending temporal boundaries. And these legendary figures serve as guides imparting timeless lessons that resonate even in our contemporary age. Understanding the nuanced nature and actions of Bhishma, Yudhishthira, and Krishna unveils a roadmap of do's and don'ts, etching principles into the very core of our existence. Delving into specific events within the Mahabharata, such as the Yakshapraknya, the Bhagavad Gita, and the Shanti Parva, the unveils a treasury of eternal principles and values. These occurrences, deserving of standalone exploration, transcend the temporal confines of the epic, serving as perennial fountains of wisdom capable of enlightening mankind across the ages. The vast expanse of the Mahabharata encapsulates every facet of human character and nature, navigating the zeniths of idealism and nadirs of conflicting attributes. The messages distilled from this magnum opus possess an inherent potency to elevate our standard life to unprecedented heights, unveiling profound insights into the familial bonds, social dynamics, political nuances, ethical considerations, and spiritual living. Indeed, the Mahabharata, often hailed as the encyclopedia of our Sanatana Dharma, becomes a repository of timeless values. Each narrative thread within this epic unfolds as a beacon, shedding light upon the intricacies of our existence, offering guidance that transcends the constraints of time and space. As we embark on this journey through the Mahabharata, let us unravel to its rich composition, observing the profound messages that reverberate through the corridors of time. It is testament to the enduring relevance of this epic that its wisdom not only traverses epochs but also resonates deeply with the intricate fabric of our contemporary lives. And having said this, let us continue the epic story from where I left last week. King Santanu of Hastinapura, wedded to the exquisite Ganga, a river goddess in disguise, bound by a pact to never question her actions, witnessed the perplexing ritual of her casting the seven sons into the river. Distressed yet dutiful, Santanu abided by his promise until the birth of their eighth son prompted him to seek the truth. Ganga, revealing her divine nature, explained that their sons were celestial beings cursed to human existence, and she swiftly liberated them from their punishment. However, Santanu's inquiry led Ganga to depart, leaving him with their last son, Devavrita, who later known as Bhishma. And Bhishma, meaning of terrible resolve, earned his name by pledging to eschew marriage and progeny. Complying with his father's desire to marry again, Satyavati, the mother of Vyasa, Bhishma's woe ensured that neither he nor his descendants would challenge the throne's rightful claim, upholding the conditions of the union. In subsequent years, Bhishma's half brother perishes in battle, and the remaining sibling attains marriageable age. Acting on behalf of his kin, Bhishma abducts the three sisters, repelling all suitors in a valiant encounter at Kashi. Upon his return, he discovers that one of the sisters, Amba, has already chosen a suitor. Despite allowing her freedom, her betrothed rejected her. Abandoned, Amba beseeches Bhishma to marry her, but he steadfastly upholds his vow. Undeterred, Amba vows to one day end his life, disregarding Bhishma's divine privilege to choose his own death day conferred by the gods due to his solemn vow. So the importance and power of vows are evident throughout Mahabharata. And once stated, a vow becomes the truth and must be fulfilled, no matter what else may happen. And when his father and both his half brothers die prematurely without children, Bhishma refuses to marry his stepbrother's widows, Amba's sisters. He will not relinquish his vow, even though his celibacy makes no difference anymore. So the young princess must be given children, but who can father them? There are no other men in the family besides Bhishma, and he has renounced women. So Satyavati, the king's second wife, asks his firstborn son Vyasa, the poet, to give children to the two princes. So he goes to them, but the princes dislike him. For as an ascetic rather, who has taken a vow of poverty, he is filthy and smells. So he explains to them that they will each bear a son. However, the first will be born blind because the first princess closed her eyes when seeing him, and the second will be pale skinned because the second princess became pale at his touch. And the blind son is called Dhritarashtra, and the pale one is Pandu. And Vyasa had a third son, Vidura, by a handmaiden. So Pandu ascends to the throne of Hastinapura due to his brother's visual impairment. During a forest hunting expedition, he inadvertently slays a gazelle engaged in copulation and unbeknownst and him that the creature was a disguised Brahmin priest. Enraged, the priest utters a fatal curse, decreeing that Pandu shall meet his demise instantly upon engaging in conjugal relations with either of his wives, Kunti and Madhuri. And then faced with the irrevocable prospect of childlessness, Pandu relinquishes his regal position, choosing to withdraw with his consorts to a mountainous abode. And Kunti, Pandu's primary consort, divulges her possession of a mystical capability, a clandestine incantation capable of summoning deities, resulting in progeny. So the efficacy of this mantra is demonstrated as she begets three sons, Yudhishthira, epitomizing truthfulness and virtue, said by god Dharma, and Bhima, the preeminent in strength, progeny of Vayu, and the wind god, and Arjuna, an invincible warrior, offspring of the formidable Indra. And Pandu's second wife Madhuri also harnessed this arcane power, birthing twin sons Nakula and Sahadeva. Thus, Pandu is bestowed with five sons, the illustrious Pandavas, directly descended from divine lineage and destined to become the legendary heroes of Mahabharata. In a tragic turn of events, years later, Pandu succumbs to his passion for Madhuri despite a resistance out of concern for his life. Their union materializes, leading to Pandu's instantaneous demise in accordance with the foreboding curse. And devoted to him even in death, Madhuri willingly immolates herself on the funeral pyre, thereby concluding their poignant and fateful saga. So, we'll continue on the other side, that is Dhritarashtra, and his blindness and his marriage with Gandhari next week. Have a great going ahead. Best regards, Raju Krishnan, Hyderabad.